Man United fan here. What's your name?
William Carter. Come up here today. It's my birthday as well.
It's your birthday?
Yeah.
Oh my, I'm so sorry.
My missus planned for me to come here.
So your partner has planned for you to... So where are you from?
I'm from Bristol.
So you have come up from Bristol to Manchester. Your lovely partner has planned this for you to go on a stadium tour of Old Trafford, which isn't in the best of nick anyway, is it? Let's be honest. But it was nice. But it's a nice tour. Yeah. You've had a great day. You've come to Hotel Football to watch the game.
You're staying at Hotel Football.
You're staying at Hotel Football. You've got to wake up to that stadium tomorrow morning and then go back down to Bristol. What is going through your mind today on your birthday after all that?
Nothing really, but it's poor performance. Really poor. Like, really poor. The minute Hoyland come off, he's putting balls in the box. Won't he putting balls in the box when he's on the pitch?
Is this your worst birthday ever?
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
27.
Worst birthday ever. United have ruined your birthday.
Ruined it. Absolutely ruined it.
And when you look at the performance, did you see any fight?
Last 10 minutes, when Maguire was up front. Only fight I've seen in the game. In the first half, we had a few chances, but wasn't the performance I wanted to see at all.
Were you annoyed that the subs took so long?
100%. We got a few yellow cards on the pitch, and they're running around doing reckless challenges. Like, why didn't they come off?
And finally, Ruben Amorim, has he shown you enough this season that he is the man to take this team forward and can actually get United back to where they should be at the top?
He ain't showed much, but I do think we need to give him a better chance. Just
need to the summer.
Yeah, let him in August. It refreshes. We go again. I think he got potential, but we shouldn't have just give up the Premier League for the Europa League. You know, we should have kept fighting for everything. We finished 16th. Terrible, absolutely terrible.
Could even end up lower.
Never seen United so bad in my life.
Well, I'm really sorry about your birthday. I mean, shout out to your partner for trying to make it a good birthday, but maybe next year it'll be better.
Even though it's been a crap birthday, she's done an amazing job. I've never had such an enjoyment on my birthday ever. It's been amazing, absolutely amazing.
Well, I'm just sorry that United ruined it for you.
We've all been there. They haven't just ruined that; they've ruined a lot. But Ineos needs to wake up as well. Really do. Spend some money. Stop being tight. You know.
You've got, Hoyland didn't score. Bruno Fernandes, where was his magic? You can't blame one player all season. I know he's done an error all season. I know he's made errors, but you can't blame one player all season. You can't.
Do you think it's got to be a team? This is the team as a whole have got to take the blame tonight.
It's like if Amorim does stay, which I hope he does. I hope he doesn't resign. I hope.
Do you worry about Sir Jim and Ineos that they could, because they have been quite ruthless in some pretty horrific things, from redundancies to taking away lunches, things like that. Do you worry that they could end up pulling the trigger?
No, because who are you going to bring in? Sean Dyche.
Would you take Sean Dyche? I
mean, I'm not being wrong. Like you said, I don't know what interview we had the other day. 4-4-2, play the basics, probably finish top 10. But is that United? No, not really. I wouldn't. No, not really. Amorim's a man, but like the other lad said, you've got to give him time. You've got to let him bring in the players.
How many players realistically after tonight do you need?
You'd have to get rid of a few. You'd have to bring in 5 or 6. But again, I've seen an interview on some lad who said Inter Milan, they've got veterans, they've got players who are 29, 30, 31, they're in Champions League final, they've got a little bit of experience. That's what we need.
So do you think the ethos of Ineos of buying these younger players, do you think that maybe they need to be looking at experienced people? Someone like Victor Osimhen, for example, is a striker that's talked about. Would you prefer someone like that over, say, a Liam Delap?
Yeah, definitely. Like you look at Mkhitaryan. I think is he 33? And he's
he's older. He's still going.
He's in that Champions League final. You've look at who's the centre back for Inter Milan, 34. He got a goal against Barcelona. He drew 3-3 to go in the extra time. Like, they're the players you need. Don't fault me. Garnacho, quality player. Mainu, brilliant. But because they're young and they've not got the experience in European finals or just in finals general, when it's 80th minute, it's like, what do you do? Casemiro, the only lad on that pitch who has experience in finals. You need players like that who are ready to go out, but that have got a year on the legs, so just in case United do get in a final, they've got the legs and go, you know what, 80th minute, we know how to draw the game, we know how to win a game, or we know how to see out a game. But I wouldn't blame Onana. I couldn't, because again, it's 11 men on the pitch. Everyone's to blame. It's the same as all season. Yeah, he's made mistakes, but we slated De Gea because he made 3 or 4 mistakes. We got rid of him. Now you're blaming Onana. You bring someone else in. The Premier League's a big league for a goalkeeper, especially. You know, some people fit in perfectly. Some people don't. You've just got to give him time. You look at De Gea, first season, awful, but you had Rio Ferdinand in front of you. But look at him now. You know, his stats in Fiorentina, it just makes an impact, doesn't it?
We've had 20 years under these Glazers. They've took money out galore. They've never put anything in. Like, you've got Ratcliffe that's coming. He's been ruthless in cost cutting, but I don't think the board, the players, it's the collective. They've just never given a damn about the club. No one cares about this club. These working class fans. That stadium, no matter how bad we are, we could be in the Championship, it'd still have 75,000 fans in there. Die-hard United fans that care about this club. I've been in Bishop's Ways, up the road, full of die-hard United fans who care about this club. We've got owners that don't care. We've got players that don't care. They don't have the fight.
Do you think Ruben Amorim cares?
Yeah, I do. But I think the problem is he knows he's not getting backed. And it proves it. Like, the players are not good enough for United.
Give me some names of who stands out for you of not just not being good enough, but not caring about the badge and what it represents.
All of them. Like,
Bruno? Bruno understands, surely.
Bruno's the only one who cares. Like, he wears that armband. Maguire, when he wore the armband, it was a lot on him, but he does show a bit of fight. But apart from that, like, who is it? The kids want to play. There is kids, and that's it, that want to play. Like, I don't think it's about getting experience anymore, because experience costs money. Potential costs money. I think it's just build the academy. We've gone from here down here in like the space of a short minute, if that. We're going to take years and years and years to build. Like, Ruben Amorim, I don't blame him. He's 90% sure I think he's going to leave. Genuinely think he's going to leave.
You think he's going to walk?
There's rumours that he wanted to walk in January. He got talked out of it. He's not being backed. We can't back him because we're not in Europe. We don't have the money. We don't have the cash. Financial fair play. What's he going to do? Who can we buy?
Man United fan here with me. Can you even put tonight into words?
No. I thought we were a better team, to be honest. I thought we controlled the game. Just can't create chances. We really can't create chances. We've got nothing up front.
Do you feel like you saw enough fight tonight?
No, I think it's a bit lacklustre. I think we have showed a lot of fight in the competition, but
luck ran out maybe.
Tonight just wasn't there. It wasn't there.
Were you getting frustrated with how long it took Amorim to make the changes?
Yeah and no. I see why he held off for so long. I honestly thought we were the better side, so we controlled the game, and I thought we had the better of it, but it was just like we just couldn't create. We just could not create. I think we've got a void up front, and I don't think the young striker.
I don't think Højlund's up to it.
I don't think he's up to it. No, I don't. From his past and to his present, I don't think he is capable of carrying United to the glory days. Yeah, he's not proven, and he's not going to prove it at United.
Who would you like to see come in for him? Who would you like to see come in alongside him potentially?
Do you know what? Rather than spend 75 million on Højlund, I think we should have spent 110 million, extra 30 million, 40 million, whatever. I think we should have got Harry Kane in. 30 goal season, like, guaranteed. It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer in my eyes.
Man United have lost the Europa League Final. What's your initial reaction?
I think if you look at the game, you know, in the European Final, you expect, especially it's do or die tonight, No, we're 16th in the league. Tottenham are 17th. We knew tonight was do or die for both teams. But at the end of the day, yeah, people might say, oh, they scored a fluky goal, it came off short. But what did we do, really? For 90 minutes of the game, Vicario made maybe one save off Garnacho when he came on.
Patrice Evra before the game spoke about how the players have really got to fight for this. They've got to fight for the fans that are there, the fans around the world, around their teammates. Honestly, did you see any fight tonight?
Listen, I think people might say whatever. The players are always going to try and win the game tonight. But second half, Tottenham sat back for the whole game. We all watched the game. Tottenham sat back for the whole game. And people might say, oh, the starting 11 was wrong. We should have brought a Garnacho earlier. But if you look at the game, 45 minutes second half, Tottenham sat back. What big chances can you think of that United created? It's a European final. It's a do or die game. Champions League.
Do you think that when you look at the games against Bilbao, against Lyon, there's been a lot of talk before this how United have been great in Europe, but this was, a Premier League game on foreign soil because it was against Spurs. Do you think that went against them?
Well, if you look at our Premier League form against, Tottenham are 17th, but against the bottom half, we've lost nearly every game. You can name every single team on my hand, Bournemouth, Wolves, you name them. But
did anybody in particular let you down tonight that you expected more from?
I don't think I look at any player and think, you let me down tonight. I think obviously you look at Bruno and think he's the captain, you want him to come in with a big performance, but look at every single player individually.
Did they give enough though?
That's a tough question because obviously, no. It's a European final.
You said do or die.
It's a do or die game for Tottenham and United at the end of the day. Yeah, they might have scored a goal before half time. They sat back for the second half. We should be creating more chances than what we did second half. Did we create a big chance second half? Vicario made what? The short header.
The clearance off the line as well.
Yeah. We're chasing the game. It's a do or die game, and that's what we do second half.
Did you think that Amorim took too long with the subs?
Listen, people will question Amorim's lineup no matter what, because they think, oh, Mason Mount starting. Would they say that off the back of Bilbao? Maybe. But I just think in a do or die game, that's what we produce. 1 or 2 chances. Then people might say, people are going to be like streaming, oh, United have finished, we finished 16th in the league. And there'll be a lot of people calling for Amorim's head. And you know what, I'm not calling for his head, but I think we're 16th in the league. What has he shown really?
So do you question if he's shown enough to prove that going into the new season, he's the man that can turn things around?
Anyone who says, yeah, we've shown enough, is just lying. Listen, I don't want him gone. I want him to have the summer, get his own transfers, but we're 16th. We have basically give up the Premier League for this game tonight, for the Europa League in general. And that's what we produce in a final. Let's be honest, that's what we produce in a final. Against the Tottenham team, who, let's be honest, tonight weren't that good. Yeah, they scored a goal before half time, but second half, did they have a shot? Did they do anything? No. It was on us to go and score, and we created one chance tonight. Maybe the Shaw header at the end and the Garnacho shot. But they're not big chances when we're chasing Champions League to save the season.
And how many players do you want coming in the summer, realistically?
Listen, I mean, we could sign 5 or 6 players. What's the aim for next season, really? There's reports saying it's top 6. Are we going to get top 6 for this team? No, we're going to need about... It's not even the players coming in, it's the players going out as well. And that ain't going to happen in one summer. And it's, if we have the patience... We've seen Jim Ratcliffe, he was trigger. Ten hard, few results, you're gone.
Do you worry for Amorim?
Yeah, I do. Listen, I don't want him gone. I want him to have to the
summer. Do you worry about Ineos and Sir Jim keeping him? As much as Sir Jim has said that they get on, etc., this has been somebody that, for United fans, you have a bit of a trust issue with him. So do you look at it and think, with Sir Jim?
Well, I think, not even the football, you can talk about the whole club as a general, like sacking the staff, not paying them, not even getting the tickets for the final, stuff like that. But at the end of the day...
We've seen that he's classed as a ruthless businessman. We've seen him be ruthless with some pretty, shocking things. Do you worry that he could be ruthless with Amorim?
What I'd ask you is, if we get to Christmas, where do United have to be for Amorim to be in the job? What would you say?
If I'm Sir Jim looking at it, yeah. I would say in a European place.
Are we going to be in the European place?
I don't know.
Look at the teams there now, they're only going to get better.
I agree with you.
So it's like, listen, there's going to be a lot of angry people tonight. We've just lost a European final to Tottenham, who, let's be honest, haven't won a trophy since 2008. European. Well, it's been years since they won a European trophy, and the fight United put. Not even the fight. I don't doubt that the players put in the effort, but the chances we've created. If you look at it on a realistic, we've had 1 or 2 chances in a big European final. So we're 16th in the league. You know what Sir Jim's like. He's trigger happy. They ain't going to accept this. Listen, people say we're going to have signings in the summer. Yeah, Cunha looks like it's done. People, Gyökeres ain't happening. Delap might happen, but there's other clubs in for Delap.
And there's no Champions League football to entice players now.
There's not even European football. And there's other clubs who are right now more attractive than United.
United are out of the Europa League. Where did it go wrong for them tonight?
This is going back 10 years ago.
It was going wrong 10 years ago, that's where it started.
Easily, because when you look at the player recruitment, it all comes down to recruitment. If you're bringing in a Lucas Casemiro, I think he's a fantastic player, but if you're bringing in for 375 grand a week, that's your baseline. And therefore the players that you've already got, they want that. So your opportunity to bring players in that are less than that, they go, well, I want this, I want that.
It's the Man United tax, isn't it?
Of course it is. And we're always going to have a Man United tax. You know, we bought Roy Keane, and Roy Keane was a Man United tax. I loved it. 3.75 million. I was like, bring him. We bought Andy Cole, the same thing. And there's always going to be that. But the problem is, we brought for years. There's been no identity of people talk about the Man United way. What is the Man United way? Busby played 3-5-2. Ferguson played 4-4-2, and then became 4-3-3, and then it kind of morphed to a 4-5-1 type thing, and with Veron. So, but everyone talks about the Man United way. It's just go for teams, be aggressive, go for teams. We haven't got the right players. We haven't got the right mentality of players that have come in, and we've overpaid. And you look at that team, and there's a lot in that team that you can really admire. Mazraoui's fantastic, De Ligt brilliant, you know. And we've been very unlucky with injuries to Martinez, to Heaven, to Shaw for a long time. You know, Maguire gets a bit of form, and then he's injured again, and then Cobby kind of comes in and he comes out again. So there's been a lot of bad luck, but at the same time, any competent club does not pay 75 million for a striker who has one good season in Serie A.
I mean, Rasmus Højlund, what is next for him?
I love Rasmus. I think there's a lot of raw materials that you can go, I can see that. People talk about Gyökeres. Get Gyökeres for 55 million. He was doing literally nothing for 2-3 years. He goes Sporting, and all of a sudden everyone wants him. Maybe we have to send Rasmus to there because he's 20, 21.
Yeah, early 20s.
He's nearly a child. Just let him develop. But we take this.
But do United have time to let him develop?
No, we don't. But we have to get Gyökeres now. Or really, we have to get Osimhen.
An established striker that can help with the load.
Osimhen is the person you go. He's the focal point where you go. He's the one who's going to lead. If Osimhen leads that line tonight, it's completely different. They got a lucky goal tonight. But
Scrappy goal.
Yeah, but however, we didn't really create anything.
Well, I wanted to say, you know, you look at the Lyon game, you look at the Bilbao game, you saw a bit of fight, you saw them really going for it. Did you see that at all tonight?
No, but at the same time...
Is that the most disappointing thing about this, though, that you never really saw him, like you said, didn't really see him go at him?
The problem is with stuff like this is that you see those games, and I saw that under Ollie, vibes. Ollie had a really good structure. I love Ollie, obviously, for obvious reasons. But he was getting stuff in the right way, but he was let down by the stuff that was behind the scenes. It does seem like there's some sort of structure where there's a plan to go forward.
So you feel like there is something positive going forward, that Amorim this season has done enough?
But it's whether they allow him to take that summer and maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe even 9 signings, and allow the players like Kone, Kakonki to go on loan and take, you know, maybe they sign Delap and Gyökeres and allow Rasmus to go on loan to Sporting, for example, for 2 years, just to kind of fill the squad out.
Who are the 3 players you look at and think they need to be gone? I mean, I could give you more than 3.
Be gone. Well, okay. Onana.
Who are the 9 people you are going to sign? Tell me without Champions League.
Let's just finish this question first. You're not
going to sign anyone.
Onana.
Yeah. Give me your 3. We've got Onana, we've got Højlund out on loan.
God. Onana. Rasmus is going low.
Luke Shaw.
Did you say Highland on loan?
Sancho.
Oh yeah, Sancho. Well, I mean it's done deal.
He just can't come back.
But overall, you look at this season. This was the one shining light of the season. How do you walk away from this season? How do you feel?
It's the Batman quote, isn't it? The light has to be after the darkness has taken we have.
Amorim said there was going to be a storm.
He did, and he's right because it has to be a full reset. And all United fans have cried out for an absolute reset. We asked for it under Ole, we asked for it under Ralph, under Eric. We said there has to be a full reset, and Eric said that I can't play the Ajax way because I haven't got the players to do it. Well, maybe get the players to do it, but he wasn't allowed to. It does kind of feel like there is a plan to allow Ruben to do it. My worry is that they've got the time and the patience. Bear in mind how City are and how Liverpool are. That they give them they give them the players they want, and B, they give them the time to do it, because there's a lot of these players to relearn a different system, and you can't use this comparison of West Ham bring a manager in, or Bournemouth bring a new manager in, or whatever. If you're taking a centre half who's used to playing in a back four, and he has to be in a back three, all of a sudden the whole system changes. If you don't give them the time to train, they won't get any better.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.